Hello learners, I am Pankaj Kumar Swarnakar, Assistant Professor, Chhattisgarh Swami Vivekanand, Technical University Bhilai. Welcome you all again to the course Fundamentals of Building Construction. In this lecture, we will focus on doors and windows with the following key points: introduction, location of doors and windows, definition of technical terms, size of doors, type of door frames. Introduction. A door can be defined as an openable barrier secured within a wall opening serving the primary purpose of providing access to the interior of a building. It functions as a connecting link between the various internal sections of a structure. Fundamentally, a door consists of two main components. The first component is the door frame and the second component is the door shutter. What is door shutter? The door shutter is affixed to the door frame, which is then secured within the wall opening using the hold fast and similar mechanism. Similarly, a window is a vented barrier installed within a wall opening. The primary function of a window is to allow light and air into the building and to provide a view of the outside. Windows are also designed to provide insulation against heat loss and in some cases against sound. Additionally, certain windows are required to offer a degree of fire resistance. A window, like a door, comprises of two main parts. The first part is the window frame, which is secured to the wall opening with the help of hold fast, as we have discussed in case of doors. Second is the window shutters. Window shutters are held in position by the window frame. Now, we are going to discuss about location of doors and windows. When determining the location of doors and windows in a building, several key factors should be considered. We are going to discuss all the factors one by one. The first factor is minimizing door count. The total number of doors in a room should be kept to a minimum, as a large number of doors can lead to obstruction and consume more area within the circulation space. Means we are supposed to keep number of doors minimum in a building. Second one is functional placement. The placement of a door should meet the functional requirement of the room. It is recommended to avoid placing a door in center of a wall length. So, where we are supposed to locate the door? So, door should be positioned near the corners of the room, approximately 20 centimeters away from the corner. In the location of door and window, the third point, an important point, is the ventilation consideration. If a room has two doors, they should be preferably located on opposite wall. Why? Because so that they can promote effective ventilation and air circulation. Next point is window size and quantity. The size and number of windows should be determined based on critical factors such as light distribution, ventilation control and the occupant's privacy. Now, in the location of door and window, next important point is functional placement of windows. The location of windows should also satisfy the functional need of the room. Means, if any function is required in the room for lighting or ventilation, it has to be served by window provided, including interior decoration and furniture arrangement. The next and very important point is cross ventilation. For optimal cross ventilation, window should be placed on the wall opposite to the door or other windows. Next point is orientation for fresh air. From a fresh air perspective, windows should ideally be placed on the northern side of a room. Next important point is wind direction. Window should be located in accordance with the prevalent wind direction to maximize the flow of fresh air in the building. Next important point is window sill height. The sill of a window should be positioned approximately 70 to 80 centimeter above the floor level of the room. Now, we are going to discuss different technical terms related to doors and window. So, we will try to understand these technical terms with figure. So, these are the technical terms commonly associated with the doors and window. The first and important term is frame. What do you understand by frame of a door or window? Frame is nothing but an assembly of horizontal and vertical members that forms an enclosure to which shutters are fixed. Next important term is shutter. The openable part of a door or window consisting of stiles, panels and rails are known as shutters. Now, the next technical term is head of the door or window. So, the topmost horizontal part of a frame is known as head. Next important point is sill. What is sill? The bottom horizontal part of a window frame is known as sill. Sill are typically not included in door frame. Next one is horn. The horizontal projection of the head and sill of a frame that facilitate fixing the frame within the wall opening known as horn. The horn generally extend about 10 to 15 centimeters. Next point is stile. What is stile? The vertical side member of a door or window shutter known as stile. Now, the next point is top rail. The uppermost horizontal member of a shutter is known as top rail. Next is lock rail. The central horizontal member of a door shutter to which locking mechanism is attached known as lock rail. Next point is bottom rail. The lowermost horizontal member of a shutter known as bottom rail. Next one is intermediate or cross rail. Additional horizontal rail fixed between the top and bottom rail of a shutter known as intermediate or cross rails. A rail positioned between top rail and the lock rail is referred as freeze rail. Next important point is panel. The area of a shutter enclosed between adjacent rail is known as panel of a shutter. Next important point is mullion. A vertical member of a frame used to subdivide a window or door vertically known as mullion. Next one is transom. A horizontal member of a frame used to subdivide a window opening horizontally known as transom. Next technical term is hold fast. What is hold fast? They are mild steel flats typically bent into Z shape used to secure the frame to the wall opening. The horizontal length of a hold fast is about 20 centimeter and it is embedded in masonry. Next technical term is jamb. What is jamb? The vertical wall surface of an opening that support the frame known as jamb. Next technical term is reveal. The external jamb of a door or window opening positioned at right angle to the wall surface known as reveal. Next term is rebate, a recess or depression within the door frame designed to accommodate the door shutter known as rebate. So, after discussing about the technical terms of doors and windows, let us discuss about the size of the door. The size of a door should be sufficient to allow the movement of the largest object. It is one criteria. Second criteria is it should allow movement of tallest person, which is likely to use the door. Generally, a height of a door should not be less than 1.8 meter to 2 meter, as generally maximum height of a person is in that range. The width should be such that two people can pass through the door side by side. Common thumb rule used in India for size of the door includes width should be 0.4 to 0.6 times height of the door. Height should be width plus 1.2 meter. In this particular formula, we are supposed to keep width in meters. Now, the following standard door sizes are commonly adopted for various types of building. So, the first type of building is residential building. In the residential building, the size of the door in the external walls or external doors generally have size 1 meter by 2 meter to 1.1 meter by 2 meter. Internal doors generally have the size 0.9 meter to 2 meter to 1 meter to 2 meter. Bathroom and water closet doors are of somewhat small size, like 0.7 meter to 2 meter to 0.8 meter to 2 meter. Garage door for car having the size 2.25 meter height by 2.25 meter width to 2.25 meter height to 2.4 meter width. Now, in case of public building means school, hospital, library, where mass of public generally assemble. So, size of the door can be 1.2 meter by 2 meter or 1.2 meter by 2.1 meter or 1.2 meter by 2.25 meter. According to Indian standard recommendation, the size of a door frame should allow a margin of 5 mm all around for ease of installation. The width and height of the opening are indicated by a series of modules, with each module measuring 100 mm. For example, the designation 8DS20. What does it indicate? It indicates a door opening which is having width of 8 module. One module means 100 mm. So, 8 module width means 800 mm width. Height is 20 module, means the height will be 2000 mm. D represent door opening as indicating single shutter. Here in 8DS20, D represent door opening, S represent single shutter. Now, we see the next designation 10DT21. What does it denote? It denotes a door opening which is having width of 10 module. 10 module means 1000 mm and height of 21 module means 2100 mm. D denotes door, T denotes double shutter. So, this particular table elaborates different size of the door designation with the size of opening, size of door frame and size of shutter. So, as we have discussed, one module means 100 mm. So, if the designation is there like 8 DS20. So, as we have discussed, 8 represent width of the door, which is 800 mm, 20 represent height of the door, which is 2000 mm, D represent the door opening, S represent single shutter. Also we have discussed, if in the designation T is written, so T represent double shutter. So, I think you can go through this particular table. This table will provide you idea about the various designation of the door with the size of opening, size of door frame and size of door shutter. So, we have discussed the first 8 DS20 means size of opening is 800 by 2000. Size of the door frame will be somewhat less than size of the opening. It is given as 790 by 1990 mm. Size of the door shutter will be somewhat more less than size of the door frame. It is given as 700 by 1905. So, you can go through this particular table, so you will understand the things correctly. One thing which we can keep in mind, in the double shutter the size is given like, if you will see the serial number 7, the designation is given 12 DT20. So, size of the opening will be 1200 by 2000, because 12 module will be for width and 20 module will be for height. So, the size of the opening is 1200 by 2000. Size of the door frame is 1190 by 1990 and size of the door shutter is given as 1000 by 1905. Here star is written. What it represent? Star represent that this door has double shutter of width 500 mm and 500 mm. Now, we will discuss about door frames. A door frame is an assembly of horizontal and vertical member forming an enclosure to which door shutters are attached. The vertical members are called jamb or post, while the horizontal top member connecting the post is known as head, which has horn on both sides. The size of the frame is determined by allowing a 5 mm clearance on both the sides as well as top of the opening. The cross sectional area of the post and the head is usually the same. I think this figure provides you a general view of door frame. Door frames are constructed from various materials, which can be timber, steel section, aluminum section, concrete and stone. We are going to discuss door frame made of each material one by one. So, timber door frame. Timber is one of the most traditional and widely used material for door frame. It is valued for its aesthetic appeal, natural warmth and versatility. Various types of wood such as oak, teak and mahogany are used based on desired finish and structural requirement. So, what are advantages of using timber door frame? One and important advantage is aesthetics. Timber frame can be polished or stained to achieve a desired look, adding a natural beauty and elegance to interiors. Next advantage is workability. Timber is relatively easy to work with, allowing for detailed craftsmanship and customization. Next advantage is insulation. Wood offers good thermal and acoustic insulation properties. Now, we will discuss disadvantage of timber door frame. the first disadvantage is cost. High quality timber can be expensive and the cost may vary significantly depending upon the type of wood. Next disadvantage is maintenance. Timber frame require regular maintenance to prevent issues such as warping and cracking. Next disadvantage is durability. Timber is susceptible to damage from moisture and pest, which may affect its longevity. Now, the next type of door frame based on material is steel door frame. Steel door frame are known for their strength and durability. They are commonly used in industrial settings, commercial buildings and high traffic areas where robustness is a priority. So, what are advantages of steel door frame? The first advantage is strength. Steel frames provide high structural strength and can withstand significant wear and tear. Next advantage is fire resistance. Steel has excellent fire resistant properties, making it suitable for building requiring fire safety compliance. Next is low maintenance. Steel frames are less prone to issues such as warping, cracking and requires minimal maintenance. So, what are associated disadvantages with steel door frame? The first disadvantage is aesthetics. Steel frame may lack the visual appeal of timber and often require painting or coating to improve appearance. Another disadvantage is cost. Although generally less expensive than high-end timber, steel frame can be costlier than some other material depending on specification and finishing. Now, the next type of door frame is aluminum door frame. Aluminum door frames are getting popular due to their lightweight nature, corrosion resistance and moderate appearance. They are often used in residential and commercial building where a sleek contemporary look is desired. So, what are the advantages using the aluminum door frame? The first and foremost important advantage of aluminum door frame is corrosion resistance. Aluminum is highly resistant to corrosion, making it ideal for environment exposed to moisture. Next advantage is lightweight. Aluminum frames are lighter than steel, which makes them easier to handle and install. Next advantage is durability. Aluminum frames are durable and can withstand various environmental conditions without significant degradation. But there are some disadvantages which is associated with aluminum door frame. One of them is cost. Aluminum frames tend to be more expensive than timber or standard steel frame. Another disadvantage associated with aluminum door frame is thermal conductivity. Aluminum has high thermal conductivity which can lead to heat transfer unless properly insulated. Now, the next type of door frame is concrete door frame. Concrete door frame are becoming increasingly popular in urban areas due to their durability and cost effectiveness. They are often used in high-rise building and structures requiring substantial structural support. There are several advantages associated with the concrete door frame. The first one is cost effectiveness. Concrete frames are generally less expensive compared to timber and can offer substantial saving in construction cost. Next advantage is durability. Concrete is highly durable and resistant to weathering, pest and fire. Next advantage is low maintenance. concrete frames require minimal maintenance and have a long service life. But there are some disadvantages associated with concrete door frame. One of them is weight. Concrete frames are heavy, which can pose challenges during installation and may require additional structural support. Another disadvantage is aesthetics. Concrete frame may lack the visual appeal of the timber or aluminum and often require finishing or coating to improve their appearance or aesthetics. Now, the last door frame is stone door frame. A stone door frame are traditionally used in the area where stone is readily available and frame aesthetics is important. They are commonly found in rural or heritage building. So, what are the advantages of stone door frame? The first one is aesthetics. Stone frame provide classic timeless look and can enhance the architectural character of a building. Next advantage is durability. Stone is highly durable and can withstand significant wear and environmental stress. Next advantage is fire resistance. Stone is inherently fire resistant, contributing to overall building safety. Now, what are the disadvantages associated with stone door frame? First one is cost. Stone frames can be expensive both in terms of material and the labor required for installation. Another disadvantage is workability. Stone is difficult to work with and requires skilled craftsmanship for the precise cutting and fitting. Next disadvantage is weight. Stone frames are heavy, which can impact the structural design and require additional consideration during construction. So, if we wrap up this lecture, in this particular lecture, we have understood the significance of doors and windows in the building construction, focusing on their role in providing access, ventilation, natural light and enhancing the overall aesthetics and functionality of a structure. So, in this lecture, key technical terms related to doors and windows including lintel, sill, jambs are defined to ensure a clear understanding of construction and installation process. This lecture also address the standard size of door used in different building types, taking into account accessibility, safety and intended purpose of each space, while also allowing for customization to meet the specific design needs. Finally, the various types of door frame are discussed with a focus on material commonly used. So, with this we conclude this session. Thank you all for your active participation today. We look forward to discussing the next topic in our upcoming class.